Obviously, they're going to be fucking pissed off. Why wouldn't they be pissed off? Let's get to Harry Enton.
These are initial readings, and I will say from a historical perspective, I am surprised that the net approval rating is so low on these strikes, and it's in two different polls. It's our CNN.
Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised by this? Americans look far and okay, it's not surprising. You want to know why it's not surprising? Because look at American cities, man. Literally go to any fucking small town. It's a ghost city. It's a shell of what it once was. There's homelessness everywhere. People are in a constant state of fucking panic, thinking that crime has exploded because they see homeless people everywhere. Okay? America has a lot of issues. And then Americans recognize those issues and then look at Israel receiving all of the dollars that should be going to the United States of America. And of course, they get fucking pissed off. So, obviously, they're going to be fucking pissed off. Why wouldn't they be pissed off? What's shocking is more people are not pissed off. Why is it that we always have money in the banana stand for fucking killing people and for bombing campaigns, sometimes at the behest of a foreign nation like Israel, but we got no money to fucking fix the problems here? Solve. It's that simple. That's it. It's very annoying to act as though like Americans already, because of the way that the media is set up, shelter themselves from the immediate consequences of war because of our proximity to the war that happens all around but never comes back home. And then the media also plays a role in making people feel as though they are not an active participant in war at all times. But that is part of the reason why Americans can also fancy themselves as like peacekeepers and peaceful doves. But beyond that, they do see a lot of fucking money being spent on these things. And they get resentful. They're like, why is there always money for this shit, but no money for us? Why is there no money to fix the fucking ISPs? Why is there no money to help people get a leg up? Why is there no money? Why is there never any fucking money? Like, do I have to be Israel to be able to pay for healthcare? What the fuck is this shit? Is the domineering attitude. So, of course, even when it's a thing that every American government has done, which is a non-congressional approval strike on another fucking country, the attitude is, the resentment is slowly brewing. Okay?
SSRS poll, 12 points underwater, 1 thumbs down. How about the Reuters Ipsos poll? Look at that, the exact same reading, -9 points underwater, 2 thumbs down. And why am I so surprised from a historical perspective? Because usually airstrikes rate fairly highly. What are we talking about? Let's go back through the time.
For the record, my suspicion, oh yeah, look at this. Oh, airstrikes rate pretty highly. My suspicion is, and this goes back to like Zoran as well a little bit. My suspicion is all of this talk about Zoran being anti-Semitic and Zoran being anti-Israel is actually going to backfire. I think it's actually causing people to look at Zoran differently. Like much hay has been made about how the Jewish voters are an immensely important voting bloc in the city. And they're of one mind. They only care about Israel and nothing else, which is obviously not true. Zoran has the second largest base of Jewish support in the fucking primaries. Okay, make no mistake. If that was the case, then New York Jews would not be voting for Zoran, and they clearly are. But also outside of that base of support, all of this talk about Israel is only adding to the fucking frustration that average Americans feel and see all the time when they're like, we got our problems. Here's a guy who's like trying to address some of those problems. And people are constantly yelling about how fucking anti-Semitic he is. Well, okay, I don't give a shit. Why the fuck does he have to constantly answer questions about Israel, man? What is happening? I think Zoran is playing this as close, like being Muslim. Obviously, there's a lot of Islamophobia baked into the commentary here. So I think Zoran is being as careful as possible in his messaging. But I think if he was a white dude, like a fucking straightforward white guy, I think, and he was running with the same positions that he's running on, he could literally be like, I don't fucking care about this. Like, I think if he wasn't a Muslim, if he wasn't a brown Muslim dude, and if he was the same exact guy, okay, handsome, 33 years old, charismatic individual, who, when faced with a barrage of anti-Semitism allegations, just simply turned around and said, why is it that we're constantly talking about Israel? What is this? I'm running for mayor of New York. Shut up. Nobody cares. If he was more aggressive, I don't think he would suffer at all. As a matter of fact, I think he would benefit from that. The very fact that he is a brown Muslim and seemingly has not experienced that many issues in his polling, in spite of the barrage of anti-Semitism accusations, shows that reality. That's my take.
Time machine. Net approval of U.S. airstrikes. You see it here. Iran, minus 11 points underwater on the average. Compare it to ISIS back in 2014. 58 points in the positive direction. So this is a nearly 70-point difference. That is why I'm so surprised from a historical perspective, because normally these airstrikes rate quite highly. But this one, you go back through history, it rates as the lowest that I could possibly find on the historical record.
Military action often popular at the beginning.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the most popular candidate in the future will be like a white Jewish dude who is deeply anti-Israel. Like a white Jewish dude who is open, like not Bernie Sanders style. I'm talking straight up like, nah, fuck this Israel shit. Like talks like Thomas Massey. A white Jewish dude who speaks about Israel like Thomas Massey would be doing LeBron numbers, okay? Straight up. Because you can't hit him with the anti-Semitism shit, because Americans would be like, what are you talking about? He's Jewish. To be fair, they absolutely did that with Bernie, self-hating Jew. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't matter. Self-hating Jew is inside baseball. Nobody gives a fuck. It's not outside baseball. Zionists can fucking claim self-hating Jew all day, every day. Not a single fucking person outside of like those circles will ever actually take that shit seriously. They'll be like, what are you talking about? Who gives a fuck?